John Cornyn and MJ Hagar meet for the first time on the debate stage.
Respect is on the ballot. Respect for Medicare recipients whose benefits are threatened, for the energy workers who would be put out of work by the policies embraced by my opponent, and respect for law enforcement.
Each highlighting different visions for Texas and the country.
Y'all, we need to start electing servant leaders who can set aside their self-interest, ask what's best for our country, not their careers, and attack the problems that we have head on.
Now we look closer at the candidates and how their ideas could affect you and your family. But we're also going beyond the debate stage, digging deeper into an election like no other. We examine key races around Texas and how the outcomes could shape the state's future for years to come. An in-depth look on this special edition of State of Texas. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Josh Hinkle, the host of State of Texas. Each week, we come to you on Sunday mornings to bring you an in-depth look at Texas politics. This special edition will have in-depth analysis of the U.S. Senate debate between John Cornyn and MJ Hagar, as well as some of the key races around Texas shaping this election. We are coming to you live from the Texas State History Museum, where the debate just wrapped up, and now our team is setting up for post-debate coverage. There's no live audience, and we are following coronavirus social distancing guidelines set by the CDC to keep us all safe. Every person who's part of the program answered health screening questions and had their temperatures checked as they entered the building, and everyone who will be on stage tested negative for COVID-19. Now, one memorable moment came early tonight when the candidates were asked about coronavirus relief and stimulus checks. Here's what they had to say.
We need more stimulus. I'm upset that the government and the Senate haven't acted in over 6 months. I was upset that John Cornyn said that he didn't feel a sense of urgency to get more relief out, said that multiple times. I'd like to see us get the pandemic under control by listening to public health experts and data. And then I'd like to see us get the economic crisis under control for regular working Americans and Texans.
I've actually done something about it by supporting this bipartisan $3.8 trillion expenditure, but we need to do more. And I hope that the White House and Speaker Pelosi will continue to negotiate. But what I don't understand is the chief sponsor for her candidacy, Chuck Schumer, single-handedly blocked $500 trillion in additional spending that would have made sure that a vaccine would have been available at the end of the year.
All right, for insight, we turn to two veterans in Texas politics. Joining us now is Kirk Watson, a former Democratic state senator from Austin. He's now the founding dean of the Hobby School of Public Affairs at the University of Houston. Also joining us is Larry Gonzalez, a former Republican state representative from Round Rock. He's now a senior consultant with Hush Blackwell Strategies in Austin. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Well, you just heard the candidates talk about coronavirus relief. Senator, let's start with you. What did you think about their answers?
Well, it was one of those answers where you can tell both of them would like to say more about what they would like to see done, but there was some effort to not get too far out in front of the public on some of those issues. I think something like that helps the person who is challenging an incumbent senator. And the reason for that is while that incumbent has in fact voted for stimulus in the past, when you ask the question right now, today, people want more to happen. And so when they're interpreting how those answers that are kind of bouncing around on what they would really do or what they really want to do, folks want something to happen right now. And that's going to, I think, work against the incumbent because you're the one in office. What are we going to do?
And so much of this question is tied to direct stimulus checks.
That's right.
Representative, what do you think about their answers?
Well, I think advantage to Senator Cornyn, who, as he said, I think they gave the best answer of the entire debate, which is I already have. You know, that's what the incumbent has done when you put that $20 billion into the system. I mean, I think there are a lot of school administrators, university officials, and people who want the infrastructure who understand what that first check did and what it means. So I think that's a pretty big example of what it is to be the incumbent, to be part of a bipartisan effort. I think that was a really good answer tonight.
When we come back, we'll dive deeper into tonight's debate and the candidates' answers to questions about the coronavirus vaccine. And later, we'll go beyond the debate and look at issues and races affecting voters and communities across Texas. You're watching a special edition of State of Texas.